Hello to everybody who's just joined us. It's the BBC Academy R&D and S3A Sounds Amazing Conference. And my goodness, have we got an afternoon for you. Very excited about this. I'm LJ Rich, I'm your host for this event. And to say I'm interested in today's subject is, as some of you will know, is a massive understatement. As well as a master's degree in music, I have perfect pitch and synesthesia, where my senses are mixed together. So for me, sound, colour and taste, and sometimes texture and touch is interchangeable. Yeah. So I think that might be why I'm driven to build musical devices that help others experience how amazing sound can be. And I'm not alone. There's so many people getting interested in sound for their own reasons. So I'm very excited. Binaural is becoming a thing, thanks to the proliferation of immersive media. And we are going to get some binaural demonstrations. We will give you a clue when to put the headphones on. Not yet. You can relax with them off for the time being, but we will help you when that time comes. So let's crack on with this afternoon, shall we? I'm looking forward to it. And the lights are shortly going to be turned off for a performance, so we can have a nice bit of immersion, bit of relaxing. Those of you who have eaten too much, I don't know if you'll want to nod off, because it's actually quite impressive what we're about to see. Okay, well, it's time to sit back and enjoy, with your ears and your eyes, an award-winning choreographer and creative technologist. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Laura Kriefman.
Hi. My name's Laura Kriefman. I run Hellion Trace. And this project, Kicking the Mic, includes a sound reactive LED dress. But it's not just about the ability to see sound. It's about how sound changes the way we move.
These feet These are my feet. Shoes, feet. My these feet. My shoes, my. These.
My feet can talk to me. My feet are just doing tap dance, but I'm manipulating all the sound to be any instrument I like. And with all the different instruments, we've created different animations for the dress, which react to different elements of the sound, the pitch, the tone, the velocity. And I can loop myself, just kind of proving a point here. I can loop myself using this wireless looper and controller we've made. It works a bit like a launch pad, but allows me to pick and choose and change instruments in the middle of a movement, to drop into a loop, to add vocal effects, to add my voice in. So I could add, to reverse it, as you've got here, the double bass reversed. So I could add in. And the thing is, I'm always in dialogue with the computer. I've chosen the soundscapes, the instruments, the keys, the way they come together. But every single time I perform, it's my computer that's choosing the final notes or the words. So I'm playing with my floor, I'm playing with how the sounds make me move, and I'm playing with the computer. And I'm just going to show you 2 tracks about where this can take us in different places. So I'm going to stop these 2 loops. Like the dawn paints the sea, the colors surge in waves to me. If within the waves I dive, those colors might swallow me whole. Wish another swam with me. Painted seas, the crashing waves, the arms to wrap around my back, and with pride search me high. It's like a new dawn, it's like the dawn you paint a new dawn. Just for me. And finally, we can lower the lights one last time. Just because actually, when you start working like this and playing around with the concepts of whether or not you're choreographing composition or composing choreography, you end up with the most extraordinary collaborations. So one of the first tracks we made was accidentally, that's the only way to describe it, is a tap techno track. And this is the last track I'm just going to show you, just as part of this short demo, of this project, Kicking the Mic, and I hope you like it. It's a little bit different to that last ambient one you just heard. I smile, realize songs of my heart. I smile, realize songs of my heart. When I am happy, I sing songs to you. Songs I don't know the endings of. Songs that unravel in front of me. And only when your eyes smile do I realize you hurt my heart. Heart, 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 heart. Heart, 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 heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Wowie, how fun was that? Thank you so much. Wow. Look at that. I'm going to have to stand a bit forward, otherwise I'm being upstaged by the head. So if you come through with me.
You added the
Yes,
shoes
I
in.
too have LEDs.
Okay.
It's very rare that you have a reasonable excuse to wear them with the lights turned on. So obviously you can still ask some questions through slido.com, but in the meantime we've got time for one or two. Now, for those, how many of you realised that Laura was generating all of that live?
Which is currently managed to loop her own laugh.
Ah, excellent.
There we go, that's better, sorry.
You know, if you're going to loop something, you may as well loop a laugh. So yes, how many of you realised that all of this was generated live by movement? And yeah, quite a few, because it's a sound-savvy audience.
Yeah, good, that's good.
But a lot of the time people think you're just kind of dancing along, don't they?
Yeah, we did a showing to an invited audience, and literally half of them at the end went, I mean, it was a really unusual choice of movement to that soundscape that was made. And I was like, sugar. Okay, need to change how that invitation works at the top of all of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in terms of, well, where do you think sound is going? Clearly you're very into it.
So I think there's two really interesting areas of change happening with sound. One is the ability to take things wirelessly. So we actually had to design and make this this unit, which works exactly like a launch pad would, but nobody was making stuff which was wireless and robust, and which could then communicate into Ableton Live and live music devices like that. So some of it is the fact that we've now got really good and really robust wireless protocols and boards around, which are only, for at the most a couple of £100, and at the cheapest £6. So that's a huge change into the kind of like live performance relationship. You can't do tap and not turn. It's like a weird fundamental principle. And there was no way when we started working on this that we could do this without everything having to be wireless. The dress, the controller, all of this. And the other side, where there's some really interesting stuff coming through, is the shift with what's going to happen when 5G comes through, which is the lack of latency and the ability to bring in touch as part of that relationship with sound, but also for mass participatory work. So we do a really big project called Mass Crane Dance, which kind of does what it says on the tin. We make industrial construction cranes do synchronized dance routines, and the next version of that is hopefully going to be a mass boat dance, which is basically a load of boats doing a race, live scored by a symphony orchestra. At least in my brain it is. And we can't actually, we'd love to do that without noise pollution. We'd love to do that in a way that the audience can watch it from anywhere and listen in and in time. And you can broadcast with that synchronicity, and we can choreograph it to the synchronicity of the broadcast point. But everyone's mobile phone device picks up a different latency. Most cities don't actually have the capacity to cope with that load, because we have 10,000 people turn up for a 45-minute show. So that load on a network, if everyone was doing that on their mobiles. So I'm really excited by what that's going to bring through as well for these really big, both audience participatory events, but also the breakthroughs for performative stuff like this, because a couple of years ago, I would never have been able to make a project like this that can tour in a Pelly case.
Yes. Okay, we've got a question from online about the dress. Did you make it, buy it?
No, made it.
Absolutely.
It started off because tap is normally a really exclusive form of movement. Normally people's feet are moving so fast you can't figure out what the hell they just did or how that sound came out of their feet. And so the wish to have the dress came out of a desire to allow people to have another relationship of seeing that sound. It was a really interesting process of developing this so that we could get the animation. So in some ways it's super simple. We're using off-the-shelf component parts. Those are bog standard LED strips. What we're doing, which is so different, is the way that we animate them and how we visualize them. So we visualize it as around the human form, around the body. So they're never just going up a zigzag or down a zigzag, hopefully. And how we animate that and play with that. And also playing with the reflectiveness to the body. We found with all the research that, surprisingly, the best way to get the most impact was actually to turn the lights in on me and to reflect off of the dancer's body, which is a really extraordinary position as well for me, because it means I disappear on stage. It's just really nice at times.
Laura, I could chat to you all day, but we have lots more. And my goodness, a round of applause for conducting an interview after tap dancing that energetically. Well done.